coached by Mr. Jason Lanthier on the seaside, by the sea. So time's back on. And we will restart play with a scrum. This would appears to be the same ref that the Seaside had at Nequa, and the same ref that the Lions' second 15 had yesterday. So be prepared for some offsides calls.
Correct.
Something amiss.
Of course, this is the same ref that refed the B-side game yesterday. The B-side won their game against the Chicago Lions yesterday, and they will be going to the state championship for Division II varsity. Quite an accomplishment for B-side.
Absolutely, congrats to them. Daniel Sullivan, amongst others. Lions trying to poach it away, they do. Nick Kellerman's got it. Jack Martin taking it. Getting to ground. Now sending it out towards the backs. Marcel Lefebvre. Salo sends it out to Gastelum. He offloads. Off to the far side of the pitch. Lions making real good territory. Salo sends it back to the inside. Gerard Nienaber. Lions almost to the halfway line. Gastelum again. No, it's Salo. Salo sends it off to Marcel Lefebvre. He puts on the afterburners. He can't be caught. Oh, comes down. Salo's there in support, but Lions still holding on to it. Very close to try time. And it was held up. And so it'll be a goal line drop.
Quite a run for Lefebvre there. We've seen plenty of good runs for him this year. Of course, in the Seaside's last game against the Wildcats, Marcel scored in the first couple minutes of the game. So it's good to see him getting some runs in here against Brother Rice.
As you can see, Kenny Simmons in the 21 jersey on for Elijah Hall. Marcel knocks it on. So it'll be a scrum. Not able to get his mitts on it. And so we'll see how the scrum goes with Kenny Simmons in it. He, of course, was one of those who was playing yesterday for the Division II team, the second 15. And the ball's out. Fitzpatrick getting his contrary very close to touchline. So the Crusaders going back in. Crusaders wearing maroon and orange with the hooped socks. The Lions in the solid navy with the white collars. Penalty to the no. Penalty to the Lions. So Fitz takes it quickly, sends it out to Salo, who sends it to Hanlon, and the pass goes wild. That's Gavin Colombo. Oh, there was a knock on. So advantage to the Crusaders.
Lions doing a good job of utilizing their back line on offense.
Gavin Colombo picks it up. He dodges to the left. He dodges to the right. He dodges to the left. He offloads to Marcel. Marcel close to the touchline. Did he get out? No, he's... And there it is. The flag's up. The flag is up. Our producer and engineer is William Reen. Our cameraman is Joseph Mackin the Younger.
Yet another good run for Marcel Lefebvre. It's his second this game already.
And but it isn't going to be a line out. It's going to be a penalty to the Lions. High tackle. So Fitz takes it quickly, sends it off to Salo, who sends it off to Hanlon. Connor Hanlon from the great city of St. Louis. Salo sending off to Lefebvre. Unfortunately, the Lions knock it on, so it'll be a scrum to the Crusaders. Do we know yet, Blaze, when our next rugby is? Is it confirmed for Wednesday?
Yes, it is. The A side will be playing Glen Ellen in Chicago, I believe. They A side was able to come away with a win against Fenwick on Friday. A very exciting game, close one too.
Yeah, it got a little too close.
Right, they almost lost it.
After Thomas Latz jinxed us and gave up the penalty try. All right, so there was some misdeed, so it's a free kick to the Lions. And Fitz says left, left, left. He kicks it. He sends it off to Kenny Simmons. He really got up for speed to go and try and break through. Another penalty to the Lions. Not rolling away. And it looks like the referee is somewhat displeased. Tobias McQuillan, the number 8 man, supported by Wyatt Herman. Fitz sends it back to the inside. Salo dodging to the left, dodging to the right. Lions with some prime real estate, hoping to plant it down and get some points on the board, the metaphorical board. But the Crusaders stole it away, I think. Yes, they did, and there's the kick. Ian Whitehead in pursuit, in pursuit, in pursuit. Gavin's there, but Ian's got it. Didn't quite go into touch. All right, Lions sending it out to the right. Salo sending it off to Connor Hanlon. Edgard sends it off to Gavin on the far right. Gavin heading in, taken down. Lions in support. Salo sends it to Kenny Simmons, supported by Gabe Stafke. All right, they're going to try Ian Whitehead on the left side. He goes down close to the sideline, but not into touch. And those Crusaders trying mightily, and out into touch they go. But I think there was but first there was a penalty. It was a high tackle. Once again, a lineout gets canceled by a penalty that's a high tackle.
Right. Lions really relying on their backs here, not doing too many forward crashes. I think they're hoping to spread out the Crusaders because Brother Rice is a bigger team.
Gerard Nienaber heading right for the poles. So Salo out to Hanlon. Hanlon gets a hold of it. Dodges to the right. Just short. And the Crusaders steal it away. Seems to be a recurring theme. We're on the verge of a try, and the Crusaders manage to steal it away. Heavy contestation and a penalty to the Lions, not rolling away. Fitz takes it quickly. No, he says no, you can't do that.
Gavin Colombe is the fullback for Seaside. Is that the first time he's played fullback for Seaside this year?
I would have to check my notes. Not sure. He did make an appearance against Glen Ellen in that role on the varsity due to a number of folks who were unable to play that game. Nick Kellerman with the carry. Another whistle, another penalty.
The Lions are trying a lot of penalties here against the Crusaders.
They sure are. And the referee wanting to have some words. So wanting to put an end to all of this skullduggery. Do we have any comments, William Reen? Can you read that, Blaze? Who is it? I can't. Aha, it's the Cass family watching. We say thank you for watching. And getting into our comm box. Oh, but the ball, it was taken up by Connor Hanlon. Hanlon on his way in for the try.
Wow, excellent awareness by Connor Hanlon there. Ball came loose and he scooped it right up and put it in for the try. Lions score first.
And rounding about the 13th minute of play. So Connor Hanlon gets the try, gets the 5 points for the Lions, draws first blood, and Daniel Sullivan is going to be setting up to do the kicking. He's got a prime locale for that. And it's nice and through the uprights.
It appears that all the effort that Sullivan has put into his kicking has paid off. He's put in quite a lot of time this year.
Theo Carlisle says to Kenny, return the kick. On this Sunday, some chillier weather came in yesterday, so it's in the 60s, about 65, I think. With the wind, it feels a bit more chilly, but a bit of some sunshine through the clouds. And the Lions lead it 7-0 as we restart play with the kick taken by Ian Whitehead. Whitehead going up the center of the pitch, supported, going off to the right side, Saulo Cruz, thrown to the ground. Jack Martin, wearing the scrum cap with the carry. Kenny Simmons. Fitz. Oh, a bit of a poor pass. Oh, I think that was a knock, and it was by Ian Whitehead as he tried to get his mitts on it. So it'll be a scrum to the Crusaders. Brother Rice Crusaders from Chicago. The alma mater of former Lost Lead basketball coach Jim Zieglich. And there it goes. They send it to their fly half, who sends it off. And some misdeed, I think, some violation of play. The referee has yet to signal that I've seen. And he's busy explaining. Okay, it was offside. Hey, offsides. Penalty to the Crusaders. Number 22 for the Crusaders with the carry. Whistle blown, penalty to the Lions.
It appears it was a not releasing call.
And we see that the Crusaders are really being hampered by their penalties. And the Lions seeking to benefit from it as Hanlon sends it off to Lefebvre, who sends it off to Ian Whitehead, very close to touch, but he avoids it. As the Lions bunch up to support him. Tobias McQuillan, supported by Wyatt Herman, amongst others. Nick Kellerman. Salo sends it out to Hanlon. Hanlon with the carry, but there's, support was quite late but in time. Salo sends it out. Gastelum. Jack Martin carrying it over that halfway line.
Salo's done quite an excellent job as the fly half this year. Developed his passing skills.
All right, Lions going towards the left. Ian Whitehead to Gavin Colombe. He's got a bit of open space. He's dodging to the right. He kicks on the afterburners. Places it for a try. Bringing the score to 12-0. In that 18th minute of play, Colombe with the try.
Wow, good effort by the Lions there.
That try coming much as the first did, just finding some space with some gaps in the defense and then just going to the races. Sullivan once again attempting the conversion kick from a very suitable locale. And it's good. So it's 14-0 in this first half of play. And Mr. Josh Hayes is in attendance. The Deans are here too. The Sullivans. Both Sullivans. The Sullivans who send their Daniel Sullivan here and the Sullivans who live near here. And of course there are some fans who came down from Chicago to cheer on Brother Rice. No doubt they are a credit to their Rice. Jack Martin with the carry. Ho-ho! With a final sort of somersault to gain another meter. Nick Kellerman into the fray, gaining a meter. Jack Martin once again. Fitz sends it to Salo, who sends it out. Oh, but Hanlon didn't quite bring it in, but Marcel's got it. High tackle. Whistle blown. Skullduggery. And the ref is reaching for his pocket. And you know what that means. That he is sick and tired of it. Speaking with Number 3, and oh, he didn't reach for. Oh.
No yellow card here.
I want a card.
He's been quite lenient with Brother Rice, as we've seen him past games. He has not been so lenient with. Oh, and here comes the card.
Hey, yes, he heard me. And so there's the card. Yeah, yellow card. And the 21st minute of play. Who got it? Was that number 10?
I believe it was number 9.
No, it's 10 who's going off, isn't it? I think 9's the captain, maybe.
Oh, that may be it. Yes, yellow card against number 10.
All right, now let's see what the Lions can do with this numerical advantage. 15 versus 14. Fitz takes it quickly, sends it to Tobias, who sends it to Sully, who sends it to Ian Whitehead on the edge. Ian Whitehead gaining goods, more than 10 meters. Kenny Simmons very close to touch. Father Carlisle doing that business of judging. Salo has it, sends it off to Hanlon. As that wind really blows up. Salo taking it himself. All right, off to the right side, a fake pass by Marcel. Marcel breaks on through. Lions very close once again, knocking on the door like the proverbial Jehovah's Witness. And it's a try. I think it was knee neighbor. Does that agree with what you saw, Blaze?
I believe so.
Because I saw the number 7. And that puts us at 19-0.
Lions already pulling away. Just very similar to what we saw last game and when they played the Crusaders earlier this season. They got a early lead and they did not give up a single try. So hopefully they're looking to do the same thing here.
Absolutely.
More difficult kick for Sullivan.
So that kick's no good. As that wind really kicking up, so we remain at 19-0 with about 10 minutes left to play in the first half.
Of course, as we mentioned earlier, if the Lions win this game, they will be playing in the Seaside State Championship. So quite a big game for them. This is a monumental year as A-side, B-side, and C-side have all made it to the state playoffs. Quite an achievement.
Oh, don't touch it, don't touch it, don't touch it. Oh, he touched it. Did not go 10 meters. But them's the breaks. Salo's got, no, sorry, if it's, sends it to Salo. Marcel, and there's Edgard. Gastelum. Offloads. Now Gabe Stafke has it. The freshman from Minnesota. Salo sending it off to Ian. Ian sort of pushed backwards, going to ground. Nick Kellerman. As he's trying to release it, he's trying to send it back, but the tackler really can't roll away. It's all sort of confuzzlement. Kenny, ooh, knocked it, I'm afraid. So it's a scrum to the Crusaders.
Cruz and Fitzpatrick are doing a great job of swinging the ball quickly from side to side, really spreading out Brother Rice's defense and giving the Lions an advantage.
And out it goes. An uneventful scrum. Number 12 for the Crusaders, who passes it back. Sends it off to their number 5. We have not seen a whole lot of Crusader offense. Number 12. Ian Whitehead causes him to knock the ball loose and to knock it forward. So it's a scrum to the Lions.
Whether that play was intentional or not, it was a good play by Ian Whitehead.
And so Fitz sends it in, and it just sort of comes out right away. So we shall reset. Any more comments? Who says what now? Ah, excellent. Attaboy. And Fitz has it. Sends it out to Sallow. Ooh, oh, that was a forward pass. And so it'll be a scrum to the Crusaders.
Fitzpatrick had an excellent opportunity, and he possibly could have had a try if he had kept going, but instead he sidestepped and decided to pass it.
Blinded by his own humility. Number 16 for the Crusaders, finally brought to ground. So they send it off to the inside. I guess it wasn't knocked on, just knocked to the side or backwards perhaps. And penalty to the Lions. Once again, failure to roll away. Or something. Tobias McQuillan sends it off to Sully, who sends it off to Whitehead. Whitehead sort of dodged the tackle, but in the process went to ground. Gerard Nienaber. But there was some skullduggery afoot earlier. And so Fitz has it, and he's taking it quickly. And a shoe goes flying off.
Appears to be Fitzpatrick's shoe.
Yeah.
Not quite sure how that happened.
Wyatt Herman's got it. He needs some support. He sends it off. A very strong carry by Wyatt Herman. So Fitz sends it out to Sallow, who sends it out to Ian, who got a hold of it. Ian dancing to the left. Wyatt Herman once again, not as successful. Gabe Staffke. The Lions heading to their left. Jack Martin, those forwards. the front pack, the front three. All right, fits out to Ian. And Kenny Simmons has got it and finishes it.
Wow, Kenny Simmons, a nice little pick and go there. No counter ruck, so he decided to take it for himself.
And you can hear his classmates and students, the other students, cheering for him as the Lions go up 24-0.
Kenny Simmons appears to be quite the favorite among the fans.
And it's all Lions so far as Sullivan prepares to attempt another conversion kick. There's the kick. And it's no good. And
Just short.
And so we remain at 24-0. Oh, and the referee indicating that the number 10 for Crusaders can come back onto the pitch. His time in the sin bin is over. The Deans are here. Mr. Warbeau's here. Mr. Josh Hayes is here. There's the kick. It was taken by Hanlon, who passes it off to Sullivan, who gives it to Kenny Simmons.
Lions are playing advantage after a high tackle.
All right, Salo sends it to Connor, who sends it back to Salo, who sends it to Marcel. What are the Lions going to do? Sending it further down the line, off to that far side of the pitch. Gastelum. Hanlon has it. He offloads to Gastelum. They're all in that big bunch in the middle of the field. And now Gerard Nienaber in the number 7 jersey as he sort of jumps over a man, dives over a man. Salo sending it to Connor, off to Marcel, to Ian Whitehead, who dances to the right, then dances to the left, just short of the halfway line. Marcel and Kenny in support with Salo. And they send it off the far side of the pitch. Jack Martin falling just on the halfway line. Salo sending it out. Kenny Simmons breaking through like the Kool-Aid man. Salo to Marcel, who offloads to Ian Whitehead, who sends it back to Hanlon. Hanlon to Marcel, very close to touch, but Marcel, aware of that, falls to his right. Somebody yelled, White Herman. Gerard Nienaber with the carry. All right. Salette takes it himself, dodging and dashing. As the Lions seeming to not being able to do too much at the moment. Missed pass by Gavin Colombe with the kick by one of the Crusaders. They're all in pursuit. He didn't get his mitts on it. And the Crusaders have it. They maintain possession. And so now they're going to send it back into the inside, into the center of the pitch. Comes loose, sends it out to number 8, and he's going to be in for the try.
That's the first time the Lions have given up a try against the Crusaders.
Which puts the score at 24-5, and what will likely be the last play of the half if our clock is to be believed. Our producer engineer is William Reen. Our cameraman is Joseph Mackin the Younger. And number 10 is doing the kicking for the Crusaders. Taking his time. And no good. And that is indeed the end of the first half. And so the Lions on top 24-5. So that's a pretty good day at the office, wouldn't you say so?
Yes, we've seen a great performance by Seaside here.
Absolutely. All right, so we will take ourselves a little 5-minute break or so, and we will get back to you shortly. So please don't touch that dial. Leave a comment in the web zone, and we shall be back soon. And welcome back, rugby fans, for the second half of this Seaside State postseason matchup between your La Salette Lions and the Brother Rice Crusaders. Marla Gazzoli here, back with Blaze Laronia, and the second half is underway. The Lions leading 24-5. Who scored those tries in the first half, Blaze?
We had Connor Hanlon, he scored the first one, and Gavin Colombe, Nienaber, and Simmons all scored in the first half.
Yes, indeed. And Sullivan was 2 for 4 on the conversion attempts with those kicks. And now we are in the second half. The Lions playing from left to right. And these Seaside Lions looking pretty good. And what goes out into touch? Guy with the hat.
We may have our first lineout here of the game. The other two lineouts that were supposed to happen were not, or they were canceled because of penalties. So
that is, yes, I had forgotten about that. And yes, indeed, we will actually get a lineout for once. Lineout to the Crusaders. Let's see what they do with it. Lions steal it away. And Salo sends it out to Hanlon, who sends it to Marcel. Salo's got it. He sends it off to Gastelum. Gastelum just takes it himself, and he'll plant it right there for the try.
wow, that may have been Gastelum's first try of the season. It's always good to see a player score his first try.
Filling out the wrong sheet.
Sullivan is kicking. He now has the wind with him. Attempting to make his record 3 for 5 here.
Chris Corner has a soccer ball. Where's that a volleyball? No, it's a soccer ball. And Sully gives it a boot, and it's good. Putting the Lions at 31-5.
Sullivan, 60% for kicks this game.
Our producer and engineer is William Rain. Our cameraman is Joseph Mackin the Younger, I do believe. As we bring you this matchup from the, what is it? Is this scaffolding?
I suppose you could call it scaffolding, a makeshift press box of sorts.
Yes, a tower, and it's Marcel Lefebvre is coming off, and Ryland Ta is coming onto the pitch, and it looks like Gavin Colombe is also likewise coming off, and John Bronner coming onto the pitch. And it looks like also Titan Esparza is also on the pitch in the number 19 jersey. So some substitutions for the Lions in this second half to share the proverbial wealth that is playing time.
I think maybe some of the Seaside players were getting tired, so Mr. Lanthier decided to put some fresh legs in there.
Gotta have legs. that pass not quite far enough, so Connor had to sort of dive on it. And the arm is out. He knocked it on, so it's a scrum to the Crusaders. Michael Vitri's here, and he's barefoot. No shoes. Shoeless Mike.
Mr. Vitri coached the B-side game yesterday against the Lions. As we already mentioned, the B-side is going to state, playing for the state championship, I believe this Saturday in Chicago.
Crusaders send it back in to the inside, to the center of the pitch. The Crusaders showing some life, some fire, some chutzpah, as Shakespeare would say, and that's the try. And so that brings the score to 31-10. Not sure which Crusader got it down, but he planted it, and thus acquired 5 points. And Andrew Gross has fallen asleep. Theo Carlisle hits him on the head with a rugby ball and wakes him up.
Kick is no good.
Yeah, that's right. There's a game going on. Forgot about that. So it's 31-10. 31-10. 31-10.
The second try for the Crusaders, but the second kick missed for the Crusaders.
And Gerard Nienaber restarts things with a very quick kick. Does it go into the dead ball zone? Well, no, it does not. The Crusader places it down. And so it'll be a goal line drop. No, not. It'll be a 20. No. Okay. Since it went into the dead ball zone, I think it'll be a scrum on the halfway line. Pretty view off in the distance. Clouds, happy little trees.
Good defense here by the Lions. Getting some aggressive tackles, and the ball comes loose.
Yes, indeed. Nick Kellerman's got it. Wyatt Herman, one of those doing the tackling. So sends it off to Hanlon, off to Ryland, who gives it back to Salo. Salo being supported by Edgard, and Salo, oh, he was taken out into touch first. And so it's, will it be a line out or will it not? It looks like the ref having asking Father Carlisle a question or two, so it will be a line out to the Crusaders as Salo was taken into touch. As Jesus, is that Jesus? The juice looking on? Or is that? Yes, it is. And it was not straight, is what the ref says. You can't do that. And so it'll be a scrum to the Lions.
we had some not straight calls with this same ref when the Seaside team played the Wildcats a while ago. He is not happy. He does not like.
And the ball went out, got kicked. So we'll do it again. Bum, 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 bum. Fitz feeds it in. The Lions have it. The ball pops out. Sala has it. Sends it to Connor. And it's fitting, of course, that Connor should have scored a try earlier, since the Latin word for try is conor, conari. Ha ha hey.
A different type of try, though.
Correct. Titan Esparza with the carry. The freshman from New Mexico. Sala's got it. He's from Old Mexico. Connor Hanlon from Missouri, which has a city named Mexico. Edgard has it. He was taken down. Fitz sends it to the right to Salo, who sends it to Titan. Titan brought to ground. Out goes the ball. Gerard Nienaber giving them the business. Very close. And the Lions are in there for a try. Kenny Simmons once again without all the assistance.
Kenny Simmons has made a fantastic appearance this game. 2 tries already. Filling in for Elijah Hall, who was injured earlier this game.
Yes, indeed. And so Sullivan will get another chance to kick and earn some points. And it's no good, off to the right. And so we remain at 36 to 10. It's a wee bit windy.
Indeed, a sharp north wind.
Of course, it is often windy here in the plains of East Central Illinois. John Corner wearing a purple shirt with stylish red sweats. And there's the restart of play, taken in by Connor Hanlon. It was Connor who opened the floodgates, as it were, for the Lions, scoring the first try in the 13th minute of the first half. Sala with the kick, knocked backwards. Ryland in pursuit. The Lions fiercely contesting. Edgard throwing himself on it, but a penalty to the Lions, diving into the wreck, or in from the side perhaps. Darren Esparza says hello. All right, the number 9 kicks. He does not find touch, but Nienaber knocked it on, alas. And so it'll be a scrum to the Crusaders. Any new comments? William Rain.
Oh, shout out to Max Babick.
Ah, Max is listening, watching. Excellent. Crusaders making quite a bit of gainage off of that scrum and subsequent carries. Now going back inside. But there was an earlier penalty. Diving into the ruck. No. High tackle. And so the Crusaders, what will they do? Will they take it quickly? Will they kick for touch? They take it quickly. Gabe Stafke with the tackle, I think it was. And a penalty to the Lions. The sideline says boot it. He really should, you know. He really should. He doesn't. Now he boots it. A shorter kick over the top, not taken in cleanly. Fitz brings him down. As we have a great melee of bodies on the far side of the pitch. And a penalty to the Lions once again.
Call appears to be coming in from the side.
And Sam Betts is coming onto the pitch. He'll be taking over for Edgard Gastelum. Gastelum had one try on the day, so we say well done.
And Sam Betts, of course, playing in the B-side game yesterday.
Yes, indeed. The kick by Salo. Ryland and Sam Betts there. Nick Kellerman grabbing a hold of him, bringing him to ground. That number 8 for the Crusaders. Ryland, Gabe Stafke, Titan. All of them playing a part to bring him down. With Salo, an excellent tackle. And a penalty to the Crusaders, offsides. And the Lions very good at getting back 10. In fact, they get back too far. They're too good at it. Kenny Simmons grabbing hold of the legs and bringing the man down. Wyatt Herman and others.
Group effort to bring down the big man of the Crusaders. Big number 1.
Always good to see a team effort, and it was a knock-on by the Crusaders, so it'll be a scrum to the Lions. As we're looking at just about 16 or so minutes left to play in this second half. Connor Hanlon sending it off to the far side. Crusaders take it. And so the Crusaders send it back in. Wyatt Herman, one of those on the tackle. It's always easy to tell when Wyatt's playing. Titan Esparza with a very good tackle and fiercely contesting for that ruck. But the arm is out. Perhaps he contested a bit too fiercely. And yes, indeed, we'll go back to the site of that penalty. Anthony Carlisle holding on to that orange flag on the halfway line for some reason. He appears to be mystified by it, intrigued. What is this device? Oh. Crusaders have it. Oh, but they knocked it on. No, he did not. I guess he didn't. And so the Crusaders go out to the far side of the pitch, moseying along. Now going back inside. Wyatt Herman with a tackle. Is Braden Wall on there, or are they just yelling Texas?
I believe they're just yelling Texas.
Okay. Braden Wall, of course, being from the great state of Texas, and something of his nickname. Sam Betts with the breakaway. He'll be in for a try, nice and easy.
A bad pass from the Crusaders turned into a score by Sam Betts, who now has a try of his own in this game.
He's the Betts around. And that puts the Lions at 41-10. Let's see, and Sullivan will have a prime position to slot that ball right through the uprights. And in that he does. There's about 13 minutes left. And so the Lions are at 43-10. And time to restart play. The Crusaders a bit slow to restart. Wearing their maroon and orange jerseys, black shorts. And Matt Knipp is here.
It seems that every time the Crusaders kick off, that Connor Hanlon, always ends up with a ball.
Bitts taking it himself. And the Crusaders stole it away. But whoa, Kenny really forced him back. The Crusaders pushing past that 10-meter mark into Lions territory after that turnover. And it'll be a scrum to the Crusaders. Seaside Lions are coached by Mr. Jason Lanthier. Our producer and engineer is William Reen. Our cameraman is Joseph Mackin the Younger. And John Corner almost hit us with a soccer ball. And the Lions steal it away. The omnipresent Kenny Simmons
sideline calling for a kick play, and the Lions do kick it. Quite a boot by Saulo Cruz.
Absolutely. Nick Kellerman, Ryland Toss, and Betts all in pursuit. Sallow missing. Gabe Staffke getting a hold of his legs. Wyatt Herman and Jack Martin helping to bring it to an end. Sam Betts getting a hold of the jersey. Wyatt Herman helping finish the deal. And the number 7 for the Crusaders just coming short of the halfway line. Now a large Crusader taking it over. And the number 1 was 18, and then was number 1 who carried for the Crusaders.
Crusaders making some ground here in the Lions half of the field. But they get it back.
They get it back, and the arms out, I believe, indicating the advantage. And so the Lions send it down the line. Ryland has it. Jack Martin with the carry, and play coming to a pause. And it's a penalty to the Lions. It was a high tackle. As we have just about 8 minutes or so remaining. Sam Betts, Fitzpatrick in pursuit. Fitz missing. So the Lions setting their defense. Crusaders sending it off to the far side of the pitch. Along the sideline. And out into touch, the Crusaders go. So it'll be a line out to the Lions. Or is it?
It may be a line out to the Crusaders.
Yep, that's what it seemed to be the case. I guess the Lions got a hold of it and then got pushed out into touch. So the Crusaders have the line out. And the Crusaders do manage to hold on to it. A bit of a lackluster pass and then a kick over the top, taken up by Sam Betts. Advantage was being played, and so we'll go back to that penalty. Offsides was the call. Crusaders everyone a little slow to get back to the side of it.
Both teams quite tired out by this point.
Indeed, indeed.
The line of subs ends somewhere.
And the Lions stole it away, but then they knocked it on. Unfortunate turn of events for Kenny Simmons. So it'll be a scrum to the Crusaders. 2 days, 2 separate games at 2 different Tyke Nollman Fields. The Lions play the Division II, the second 15 Lions playing at the Tyke Nollman Fields as Niedever steals it away in Chicago, but it was a penalty to the Crusaders. And we have just under 5 minutes left to play.
Lions, who were drawing penalties in the first half of the game, are now committing quite a number of them.
The Crusaders going up the center of the pitch. Offloads. Sallow and Kenny amongst those. On the defensive side. Yes, the Crusaders choosing to run sideways, but not there. That's a bit more of an oblique angle. And gaining some meters for the Crusaders. And Kenny Simmons once again making his presence felt upon the pitch. The Lions steal it away, and Titan Esparza has it. And he turns on the afterburners. And he'll be in without all the assistance with a try.
Wow, the ball just popped out of that ruck, and he took it, running the other way to give the Lions 5 more points.
And it's 48-10.
Great play by Esparza.
Absolutely. He got it. There was a great hole, and no one was going to catch him, so long as he started running at full speed.
Right, he started out a little bit slow. I was worried they might get to him before he got into the try zone.
And Sullivan, good once more with the kicking. And that puts the Lions at the half-century mark, 50-10. Good day at the office. 2.5 or so minutes of play remaining. Kathy Kent is here. Oh, she didn't want me to tell you that. She's not here.
Lions ready to receive once more. They've received quite a lot this game.
And so the kick, a very low kick, and it made it far enough. Sallow's got the ball. Let's see a drop goal. I want to see a drop goal.
Those are quite rare, especially now the game has changed. I don't know if anyone goes for drop goals anymore.
And we're going back to a penalty. It was a high tackle, and it's a penalty to the Crusaders. And looking at just a little, oh. Number 7's got it. Taken down by Sallow. Got a hold of him at the ankles. And whistle blown. A scrum to the Crusaders. Oh, there's a good dog over there. Somebody's got like a golden retriever or something over down there.
It appears one of the fans of the opposing team has brought their dog with them.
And the Crusaders sending it off towards the side, number 15, Nick Kellerman with the tackle, and then Gerard Nienaber. Lions, Crusaders. Lions, Crusaders, and Bears. Oh my. Number 7, taken down by Fitz John Bronner. The Lions looking to make that turnover happen and bring the game to a conclusion. Crusaders looking to score one more try before time expires. And this should be a penalty to the Crusaders. And the next time play comes to an end, this should be the end of it all. Crusaders going back inside, hoping to end the match with a flourish. And they do. They get the try on what will no doubt be the last play of the match. So 5 more points to the Crusaders brings it to 50-15. As one of the Lions is on the pitch. The trainer coming out to take a look as the Crusaders prepare for this kick. The number 10. Any comments? No comments?
I'm not sure. I'm not able to see. No. No more comments.
Sad.
Not since Max Bavick.
Good old Max Bavick, whom hopefully we shall see in the not too distant future for graduation weekend and all those celebratory events. The kick is no good. It goes off to the right. And that is it, folks. The Seaside Lions win it by a score of 50-15, and they advance to the state championship. Is that not the case?
Yes.
Wow.
The Seaside team has made it all the way to the state championship, just like B-side.
And then hopefully the first 15 varsity. So an exciting day with lots of explosive offense from the Lions. 2 tries for Kenny Simmons, noteworthy amongst the varied and manifold offense. And so we say thank you for tuning in from Joseph Mackin the Younger, William Reen, Blaise Aronia, Marla Gazzoli. We say thank you for watching and have a wonderful Sunday.